Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on these locks. As you can see here, I have a new hairstyle and they are super duper long. They are actually made by a well-known hair company. You all probably know, I've heard of them already. They just recently came out, so the company reached out to me to do a review. So here we go. So I'm really excited to show you all how I achieved this easy style. Y'all know I'm all for a quick, easy, cute hairstyle that's not going to damage my hair and it's very protective. So stay tuned if you want to see how I did this and, you know, added a little twist in how I applied the locks. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I post new videos. So we're going to go ahead and get things started. Okay, so let me give y'all the details. Let me give y'all all the tea. These locks are by Janet Collection, and these are their Nyla Tress Premium Edition Butterfly Locks. So this is what they look like. They come in a pack of 10. I got the color 1B. And like I said, each pack has 10 in them and they're 24 inches long. So I got these in slim. I don't know if they have a bigger one. They probably do if they had to make these into slim size. So I don't know how big or how small they are compared to one another. But yes, this is what I got. So like I said, these are 24 inches. But you know me, I got to be extra and do my little thing. So I made them 48 inches long. They're like at my ankles almost. So they're really long. So if you're extra, like I said, extra like me, this is definitely some vacation hair, okay? So listen, I got you covered. It's so easy. I have extended locks before in the past, but they weren't this long. So this is something that's definitely going to be, you know, fun and something different, like I said. So I extended these. I'm going to show you all how I extended them, and then I'm going to show you all how I applied them. So this is how I extended them. I actually took a lock. I took one of the locks from the pack, and actually two of the locks from the pack. So I take the end of one of the locks, and then I take the top of the other lock, and I place the top and connect that one to the bottom of the first lock. So I didn't want that loop on the end, so I didn't want it to look weird. So I made the loop, I attached the loop part to the end of the first lock to extend it. So I used Gorilla Glue. I'm not crazy. So I used this safely, and as you can see, I used a piece of plastic. This was the only piece of plastic that I could find that would not stick directly to the glue as much, because I tried gloves. I had on a glove at one point, and it's so crazy because this was the first thing that I tried, and it was like a wrapper from a fork. Like, how crazy is that? So it was like a wrapper from a fork. So I just used that, and as you can see, I'm, you know, making it stick like that and holding it together for a second and then placing that wrapper over it so the glue won't get on my hand. We don't want no Gorilla Glue incident around here, okay? So I'm trying to protect my skin, and I wanted to do this safely. Like I said, we don't want y'all getting your hands stuck together, so please be careful if you decide to extend your locks. You don't have to, but if you decide to do it, like I said, please be careful and make sure you're using some type of plastic or something like that that's not going to stick directly to the glue, and something that the glue is not going to seep through. So that's how I extended them. So simple, so easy. It took all of 10 seconds to do, and I did that to my entire head. So in total, I used 14 packs of hair, but it's only like 70 locks. But being that I extended them, it took up an extra pack, of course, for each strand, an extra piece of hair for each strand. So in total, I have 140 locks, but it's only 70, you know, pieces really. So it's gonna definitely have the weight of 140, but it's not that bad. So let me tell y'all what happened. It was that bad at one point, but I fixed it, because when I originally did this 2-3 days ago, I had everything done right, but I used the rubber band method for, well, I actually started off with the braiding method. So I started off with the boxes, and then I took the braid back to each to the box behind it and then braid it into that one and then braid it into that one. I don't know if you've seen that method before, but this is a picture of what it looks like. My hair is too soft. I blow dried my hair. I did everything that I could. I used beeswax. I used edge control. I used some of everything to try to make my hair stay, but it would not stay. So it just was a mess. I started, at first it worked out, but then I'm like, okay, well, let me try this rubber band method. It might be easier and it might, you know, look better considering I can't cornrow. Then I had to make it do what it do. So I feel like I'm rambling and going on and on, but I really want to explain this to you all so you all don't make the same mistake that I did. So if you have soft hair like me, or you know, curly hair, whatever, like I said, I blow dried my hair and everything and it still did not stay. So one side of my hair, I did my whole head in the braid method, and then when I got to the back, it was just so hard seeing the back of my head to actually do the boxes. So I ended up doing some bigger braids in the back and trying to do that. Listen, child, a mess, but it worked. So I left it like that, and then this one side of my head on this side, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about this side, it would not stay. So I'm like, okay, well, let me try the rubber band on this side. And so I took this side out of the braids and I tried the rubber band method. This was before I had the crochet locks in, I believe. Yeah, this was before I did it. So I did the braids one night before because I wanted to make sure I could actually do it right, and I didn't want any, you know, I didn't want to be doing this all day, and I work during the daytime. So yeah. So I tried the rubber band method and it was going well at first, and then as soon as I got to like towards the crown of my head, the rubber band started popping in the front. So I redid them a couple of times and it was fine until I got to the back again, and then they started popping again. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I tried to fix it with more rubber bands, and then I tried to go in and start braiding again. Listen, it was just a mess. But anyways, I'm going to spare y'all the details, but I probably gave y'all enough already. But I started crocheting the hair in, and sure enough, when I woke up the next morning, they had slid back where the rubber bands kept popping and the hair kept sliding back into the next section and the next section. Before you knew it, the crochets was like all the way back here in this area right here, like from the front, and all you could see was my hair like frizzy and whatever. Like it looked like it needed some edge control, like I needed to, you know, swoop it down or something like that from the side. Like that's how bad it was, how bad the hair had done slid to the back of my head. So that was an epic fail, and it took all of me. Like I was like, I cannot come on here looking crazy. I have to come up with a method that's gonna work, because it's probably somebody out here that may end up having the same issue. So I took this side out, the left side out again, and I kept the braids in on this side from 3 days away. So I found some more rubber bands and I tried the rubber band method again after I took them out, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna take my time, but this time instead of just doing the rubber band, I'm gonna rubber band it and then I'm gonna braid it just in case the rubber band pops. It'll be just like the braid method, but a little bit more security, you know, in case the rubber band doesn't pop. So that's what I did, and it ended up working, guys. So I did just the top portion of my head, as you can see here. And then, like I said, to do all of that, I had to take all of the braids out in the back, which were all connected from the front. So to redo the front, I had to do that. So the back was out. So I'm like, okay, in the back, I'm going to create a wig. And then I, you know, re-braided the back so it was more neater in just one like French braid on one side. And then I did the French braid on the other side. So I had some crochet caps, and they're like this thicker net material, and I actually used that. So I got my wig head, all the crochets that I took out, like I took them out the proper way. I slid them back through, and listen, it took so long. So the wig definitely will be my method from here on out, especially for hair like this, because it was very tough getting the distressed braids through that loop. And I will show you all how I extended the loop as well. So I took a pair of scissors, and I took the scissors and I opened the scissors up to extend that loop, and it was so easy. It definitely helps rather than having to, you know, stretch it out with your hands and, you know, put all that pressure on your hands or whatever. So that's what I did. So that definitely helps. So you're going to need some scissors if you decide to get these crochet locks, because they definitely need the loops open a little bit more. So I did that. And like I said, I did the wig. So I'm going to show you all how I applied the crochets in the front of my head, and I'm going to just do a few. I'm sure you all know, I have talked enough, but I'm sure you all know how to apply the average crochet, but I'm going to show you how I did these. Like I said, it was a little tough because they are distressed, but I made it work. So I basically just took the loop and I put it through. I opened it, of course I extended it, and then I put the end through, and then bam, made it do what it do. I'm going to show you all a few more, and then we're going to get into this wig. If you pull too hard, you have to be very careful, because they will like start to, you know, extend a little bit, and you don't want that. You don't want them to like pull apart and then the hair to get all messy or whatever, because it's messy enough, you know. So but like I said, if it does do that here and there, you won't be able to really tell, so that's a good thing. I have a video on how I make the crochet wig, but with this one I didn't use as many locks. I think this was maybe like, I think I had about 30 pieces, over 30 pieces in the front. So overall I have like 70. So yeah, it's probably about 40 locks in the back, because originally I only used 6 packs when I did it on my hair, but then when I took them out and put the crochets on the net, then I had to add another pack, because you know, you don't want any spaces or any gaps like that, because you know, net stretch as well. So this definitely helped. So that is what I did. I'm going to show y'all the wig. I actually added 2 clips, one clip here, one clip here, and then a comb type of clip thing here in the middle, so it goes on like kind of like how you would put on a headband wig. So that's what I did. And the headband wig is nothing but a half wig anyways, so basically like a half wig. And this is exactly what I did for my other lock video when I did the lock wig. So I'm gonna take it off and show y'all how easy it was. And I did a check in the back. Unclip here, unclip here, unclip here. Let me show y'all. This is the wig. So it's on a net. Like I said, I have a little bit of extra net here at the bottom, but you're not going to see that because of course all of the locks are falling on top of it. That is what the wig looks like, the half wig, and it definitely saved my neck because my neck was hurting these past 2 nights. I definitely recommend making a wig, because even this right here is enough, you know, enough hair to have on your head. And I'm like, even this is too much kind of when you think about it, but it's easier to put up because I don't have anything in the back to worry about. I can lay on the back of my head, and yeah, I just twist these up in at the top and put my bonnet on. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on this side. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 32. So I was close. I said 40, but 39 here and 32 at the top. So I ended up with 71 butterfly locks. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on and show y'all how easy it was. And I looked in the mirror in the back of my head because I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure it was covering everything. It was like no net or anything like that showing, and it wasn't. use, you can still do whatever with these. You can toss it to the side if you want to, you know, do something a little different, you know, add it up in a high ponytail. You can do all of that. You can do all of that. You can do all of that for real, seriously. Tie it back. That's pretty. Tie it back like this. You can do a lot with these, and I really like this. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I did not do the most, but this was definitely almost about to be a horror story if I didn't, you know, come up with something quick to do to actually revamp and redeem myself, because I was so upset. My hair just did not want to act right. So I know now when it comes to crochets, and I've done crochets before, but I think I did them like individually at the front. I did it when I went to Cartagena in Colombia. I did my own crochets, but my cousin was there to actually cornrow the back of my hair, so I didn't really have to worry about anything, and I just did the front. So I think that's exactly what we did. I did a few in the front, and it wasn't as many as this, but I do like the box method, but you just have to find you some good rubber bands and do that braiding method. I would recommend, just in case those rubber bands pop, because you just never know. So that is what I definitely recommend if you plan on doing this, if you have soft hair like mine, and if you want to do like the individual method without, you know, having to do the singles and having to pull the hair through the actual lock with the crochet needle and all that stuff. That's just too much for me. So yes, so hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every last one of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.